What is going on, guys? SlickB here, and today, yes, Battlefield 1 gameplay in the background for this Real Talk episode. I'm pretty excited. I know everybody is. The game looks pretty fucking dope. Just quick things that I want to add, thoughts on it, just in case you care. Well, first off, this is live stream gameplay from the live stream, so this isn't my footage. You know, I wasn't at the event, but it's footage nonetheless. If you guys have seen it, I mean, I don't think you're necessarily here for the footage. It's just cool that it's in the background. I like using Battlefield for these Real Talk series. See Wiz Khalifa playing there. It would have been fun to play. Yeah, Battlefield looks good. I'm excited. It was a lot more promising after seeing the full gameplay from just the gameplay trailer. The gameplay trailer, to me, looked a little too steampunky. I would say this game looks pretty good. It's interesting how they did it. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. But you guys are obviously here for the Real Talk episode. You're probably like, mugging me off in front of me mates. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Well, today is more of a story time instead of a Real Talk. Well, I guess they're all stories, right? So we're going to talk about the time that I indeed did get mugged. Like, Slick, you got mugged? What? Some of you guys might know about this. I talked about it on stream a little while back. We went to TwitchCon in October. TwitchCon is a 3-day convention, or is it a 2-day convention? Held in San Francisco at the convention center. Now, we stayed in the hotel that was next to the convention center, the Intercontinental, and it's not necessarily a great part of town. So, you know, not to bore you with this story, because I am fine. I'm just talking about my experience. I was walking at night, and I got hit from behind and knocked out. And my stuff was stolen. My wallet, I lost my wallet and my phone. Didn't have my keys on me, which is fantastic. If I had my keys on me, that would have been abysmal. But I didn't. They left them at the house in Florida. So yeah, I did get mugged. Now, because I got knocked out, I woke up in the hospital. Somebody called an ambulance from my hotel, I guess, or something like that. And yeah, they thought I had a concussion. I ended up not. It was fine. I was fine. I had to get a new phone that weekend and, you know, new stuff for my wallet. But, you know, the moral of this story is a lot of you guys are reckless guys, reckless teens, right? I would assume that my demographic would be pretty much my age group, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older. Be careful when you're in a city you don't know, especially if you know it's going to be a bad part of town. I mean, just be careful. Don't do stupid stuff. I would say it was my fault, even though somebody did it to me. It was my fault. You know, I was walking at night. I shouldn't have been. Should have taken a taxi or something like that. So yeah, just be careful. You know, it could happen to anybody. I was surprised that it happened to me. I never thought anything like that would have happened. But, I mean, you live and you learn, right? Fortunately, I'm not dead. Thankfully. And nobody else got hurt. And well, actually, the guy I was with did get hurt too. He got pushed down and broke his wrist, but he was a Swedish guy I met that night. But yeah, you know, you just gotta be careful, you know. So what would I advise for a situation like that? Well, one, always take a taxi if you're in a city you don't know, or an Uber. Uber is everywhere. Lyft is something like that. Always do that, guys. Seriously, if you're in a city you don't know. I mean, especially if it's really late. It was pretty late. I should not have been walking, but I was. So don't do that. It's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea in general. I just don't advise it. Now, if something like this is to happen to you, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. You can get a new license. I got a new license. Get a new wallet. As long as you're okay, there's nothing. You shouldn't be too worried about it. You know what I mean? When people stress about, this is something that happened at work, right? Not this, but at work, one of my coworkers was like freaking out because we were really busy. I work at a coffee shop. It's a small coffee shop, so we were really busy. I would say we had probably 30 orders in like an hour, which is a lot. You know, 30 orders for food and coffee and everything. There was only 2 of us there. So she's like flipping out, going back and forth, like not knowing what to do. And she was like, I just don't know how you stay so calm and collected. And I mean, part of it is just you can't. I say don't trip, but that's like pretty bad terminology. I mean, it's not, what would you say, proper English. I would just say you have to relax. You have to take what's given with you and deal with what deal with what you're given. Deal with the cards you're dealt, right? Play with the cards you're dealt. I don't know, but so it kind of implies in this situation, like something bad happens to you in your life. Let's say you break a bone or something. You kind of have to deal with it. So there's no point in really dwelling on it and being upset about it. Be like, oh man, I lost my wallet. I lost my thing. I don't know what to do. It was bad. I flew back home without a license. And a lot of people will be like, oh, how did you fly without a license? How did you even do that? It was fine. They just asked me a couple extra security questions. Nothing to trip on. It took me like maybe 15 minutes. I was really upset that I wasn't going to be able to get home. I tried to go get a new license from the California dealer, and it didn't work. Just don't worry. You can fly without a license. Just make sure you're not carrying anything crazy like a bomb. I'm fucking with you. But yeah, you just gotta relax. Take a deep breath. And that's my best advice for a situation like that. Have you guys ever had any situations like that? Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's talk a little bit about this gameplay. Now we got the real talk out of the way. I've been dying to talk about this. This is like 12 minutes gameplay. It looks... And the guys get pissed off. We do this to each other, men and women. We tend to fuck over each other's ideas of relationships and how the opposite sex is, right? Not everybody's a fuckboy. Not every girl's a slut. That's just facts. You know what I mean? Not every girl's gonna cheat on you. Not every guy's gonna cheat on you. Not every guy's gonna talk to other girls.